Many...
No!
No, you don't know this. It's a little bit different one. Many ages ago, when the world was still young, Raven and White Seagull lived near together in Canada, far in the North Country, on the shores of the Great Water in the West. They were very good friends, and they always worked in harmony, and they had much food and many servants in common. White Seagull knew no guile. He was always very open and frank and honest in his dealings with others. But Raven was a sly fellow, and at times he was not lacking in treachery and deceit. But Seagull did not suspect him, and the two lived always on very friendly terms. In these far back times in the North Country, all over the world, was dark. There was no light but that of the stars. Seagull owned all the daylight, but he was very stingy, and he kept it always locked up in a box. He would give none of it to anyone else, and he never let it out of the box, except when he needed a little of it to help himself when he went far away on his journeys. After a time, Raven grew envious of Seagull's possessions, and he said, "It is not fair that Seagull should keep the daylight all to himself, locked up in a box. It was meant for all the world, and not for him alone, and it would be of great value to all of us if he would sometimes let a little of it out." So he went to Seagull and said, "Give me some of your daylight. You do not need it all, and I can use some of it with advantage." But Seagull said, "No, I want it all for myself. What could you do with daylight? You with your coat as black as night." And he would not give him any of it. So Raven made up his mind that he would have to get some daylight from Seagull by stealth. By stealing. Soon afterwards, Raven gathered some prickly thorns and bardocks and scattered them on the ground between Seagull's house and the beach where the canoes were lying. Then he went to Seagull's window and cried loudly, "Our canoes are going adrift in the surf. Come quickly and help me to save them." Seagull sprang out of bed and ran half asleep on his bare feet. But as he ran to the beach, the thorns stuck in his bare flesh, and he howled with pain. He crawled back to his house, saying, "My canoe may go adrift if it pleases. I cannot walk because of the splinters in my feet." Raven chuckled to himself, and he moved away, pretending to go to the beach to draw up the canoes. Then he went into Seagull's house. Seagull was still howling with pain. He was sitting, crying on the side of his bed, and he was trying to pull the thorns from his feet as best as he could. "I will help you," said Raven, for I have often done this before. I'm a very good doctor." So he took an awl made from whale bone, and he caught hold of Seagull's foot, with the pretense of removing the thorns. But instead of taking them out, he only pushed them in further, until poor Seagull howled louder than ever. And Raven said, "It is so dark I cannot see to pull these thorns from your feet. Give me some daylight, and I will soon cure you. A doctor must always have a little light." So Seagull unlocked the box and lifted the cover just a little bit, so that a faint gleam of light came out.